Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the After Effect Podcast. I'm your host, LeBron Stephen, but you can call me LBZ, L Boogie, Big Brown, B, Ron, LB, Ronnie. The choice is yours. Welcome to episode 94. Welcome to week 2 of college football final. Let's just dive right into it. We're only going into about 4 games. Like we spoke about after week 1, wanted to see how Texas bounced back. Wanted to see how much they dropped from number 1. They did drop to number 7, but they did bounce back versus San Jose State. Arch Manning had an absolutely phenomenal performance going for 295 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 19 for 30. Kind of similar to week 1 in which he went 17 for 30. But they were able to beat San Jose State 38-7 and bounce back. So kind of like I said in the last episode, eager to see how they can stay focused and go 1-0 in week 3 and week 4 and week 5, continue to just get better and stay a top 10 team. And, excited to see kind of Arch Manning's maturation over the season, right? Game number 2. Wanted to see if Ohio State would jump to number 1. Obviously, they did from number 3 to number 1. They absolutely clobbered Grambling State 70-0. Julian Sayin going 18 for 19. 1 incompletion for 306 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jeremiah Smith came in with 5 catches, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Not sure if he had any drops. I know he had 2 drops in week 1, so I'm sure he was eager to get back on the game field and kind of redeem himself and keep himself, at that kind of certain level. So kind of like I alluded to after week 1 of college football final, eager to see how Ohio State can stay focused, right? Going 1-0. In week 3, I think they have Alabama. Week 4, they have Washington, and then after Washington, they continue into Big Ten play. But week 8, they have Penn State, which could potentially be a top 3 matchup. So eager to see how Ohio State can stay focused. I was looking through the stats and saw Cleveland native Bryce West had 2 tackles. I think Arville Reese had 4 or 5 tackles. So shout out to those Cleveland guys, Cleveland little guys. Keep balling. Keep doing your thing. On to the next game. Got to go to the alma mater, right? The Battle of Iowa, the Cyhawk Trophy. Iowa versus Iowa State. Iowa State edged us over 16-13. Iowa's quarterback, Gronowski, went 13 for 24 for 83 yards. The Iowa Hawks absolutely have to figure out their passing game. It's been somewhat of a struggle these last couple of years, and every year Hawk fans and alumni hope that it gets better. But as of now, after these first 2 weeks, it really hasn't got better. So eager to see how those guys develop. Iowa State, I thought, played tough. They won on a last-minute field goal. Rocco Beck went 18 for 27, 134 yards, 1 touchdown. So his stats weren't that much better, but he did get the win. And yeah, for another year, the Cyhawks Trophy stays in Ames. I saw the commentators speak to the last time the Iowa State Cyclones won in Ames was 2011. That was actually my senior year, the actual game that I played in. But our game went into 3 overtimes. It was high scoring. I think it was like we were in the 30s. But it was interesting to hear that and to kind of think back about how hard that game was. I think I played like 93 snaps. I mean, crazy game. But hopefully the Hawkeyes can stay focused and go 1-0 next week to get Kirk Ferentz that next win. I believe he's 1 win shy of being the winningest coach in the Big Ten Conference, which would be massive for Captain Kirk. So hopefully the Hawks can do that. It feels like Kirk Ferentz has been coaching forever, man. Interested to see how much longer, he feels like he can do it. Last game we got on the docket, and, college football. Whoever schedules, whoever makes a schedule, we see what you did there. Week 1, you jump out. We had about 5 or 6 top 25 matchups. Week 2, not so many. It was literally, I believe, only 1, which was Michigan and Oklahoma. Oklahoma hedged out Michigan 24-13. Bryce Underwood, phenom freshman Bryce Underwood, went 9 for 24, 142 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. The moment definitely looked, massive for him. He'll continue to grow. That was his first big start, on a big level. I know he played for a big team in high school, but high school and college is different. National stage versus high school stage is different. But I thought he still did some good things. He obviously has the talent, just has to continue to develop. Oklahoma's quarterback, John Materia, went 21 for 34, 270 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I thought he played a pretty good game, and Oklahoma looked pretty good. Excited to, see how much they get better during this season. Let's see. And those were all the games I had for week 2 of college football finals. So, keep rocking with us. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe to LeBron Daniel TV, where you can watch college football final every week. And then also continue to watch episodes where I interview former and current athletes. And, we talk about their career, their upbringing, and the after effect of their career. And one thing I forgot to do after week one of college football final was talk about what the after effect was, after each week. So what would we say is the after effect of week two, right? I would say, eager to see how Iowa bounces back, obviously. They needs to get another W in that win column and help Captain Kirk out. Eager to see, how Alabama continues to develop and get better. There's a lot of rumblings, all around college football talking about Alabama isn't the same team. Nick Saban's not there. Like their opponents aren't scared of them no more. So eager to see how they continue to develop and get better. Eager to see if Texas can stay focused. They're going to want to know. Like I kind of said earlier in the week, eager to see if Ohio State can stay focused and not look ahead to that week 8 Penn State matchup, right? And continue to go want to know. Because if they look too far, they could drop one. So I would say, and lastly, I would say for Michigan's phenom freshman quarterback Bryce Underwood, I would say his after effect is, how can he bounce back and continue to get better in week 3 and week 4, as Michigan's schedule kind of like matriculates into, Big Ten play. So I would say that's the after effect of week 2 so far. And yeah, eager to see what happens in week 3 and we'll see you all next week. Till next time, peace.